Here comes the money. You're now listening to the Gambling with Gold podcast with Jason Gold. Presented by Champions Round.
All right, we're going to quickly run through our playoff predictions heading into Week 18, how we foresee Week 18 playing out. I'll start off. I'm going to start in the NFC here. First seed, I'm going to take the Philadelphia Eagles. I do think that there's a chance that the Giants, even with their backups at plus 14, upset the Eagles this week and knock them out of the 1 seed. I think it would be absolutely hilarious, but I'm going to stick with the Eagles at the 1 seed for now. San Francisco gets the 2, Minnesota gets the 3, Tampa locked in for that 4 seed, Dallas at the 5, Giants at the 6, and then I'm going to take the Green Bay Packers to slip in to that 7th seed, which means we'll see later, but I think that the Seahawks have another thing coming for them in Week 18. How do you see the NFC playing out?
Yeah, I actually have it going exactly the way that you have it going. I think that while we might get maybe a little bit of a surprise in the AFC, I think that this is getting scripted out very well to, one, go in Aaron Rodgers' favor, which the NFL wants. And I think that, one, I'm happy because the Giants are going to play the Vikings, so I'm fine with that. I don't know that Dallas, I don't know about this Eagles-Giants game. We'll talk about that later, but I'm with you across the board as far as the NFC goes.
All right, let's move over to the AFC, and obviously this picture's a little bit muddied and clouded because we don't know how the NFL is going to judge the Buffalo-Cincinnati game. My guess, based on the schedule and kind of listening to Joe Burrow's comments yesterday, I believe that they're going to end up calling this game a no contest, which means that they will decide the playoffs based on win percentage, which changes the math a little bit and makes it really hard for Cincinnati to be able to jump into the top 2 seeds. So I'm going to go based on what I think that's going to be, that it's going to be a no contest, which means that we are going to get Kansas City beating the Raiders for the number 1 seed, Buffalo at the number 2, Cincinnati at the number 3 seed. Number 4 is interesting. Obviously, this is the winner of Tennessee and Jacksonville, and I think that Tennessee might win this game outright. So I'm going to take Tennessee to be the number 4 seed here, which means the Chargers are going to be able to see what happens on Saturday night, and if they see 4 seed as Tennessee, the Chargers are going to play all of their guys in Denver, try to get this win to ensure the 5 seed. So I'm going to take the Chargers at 5, which puts Baltimore at 6. And then the 7th seed gets interesting and dicey. New England, Miami, and Pittsburgh are all in it. However, if they all lose and Jacksonville also loses to Tennessee, Jacksonville would be in above New England, Miami, and Pittsburgh. I think that scenario is wildly intriguing and interesting, and we might end up putting that into a parlay later in the show. However, for the purposes of this, I'm going to say that New England is able to slip into this seed because I just think that there's a chance that they end up winning this game. I do not believe that Miami has a great chance of winning against the Jets, so I'm going to take them out. Pittsburgh, one of my upset specials of the week is I think that Cleveland comes in and wins that game. I'm glad that we're on the same page here. Jacksonville loses, so they would get in if New England loses, but I think that New England wins this weekend, so I'm going to take New England as the 7th seed.
Yes, I'm with you. And I think it is spicy. We'll probably talk about it later. I think it is spicy that Jacksonville does. I think people are forgetting there's still this chance. That doesn't mean Jacksonville is completely out. Some things have to go their way. I could definitely see that happening, but I am with you on New England. I think that Bill Belichick weasels his way right on in.
I just want to put together the ultimate loser AFC parlay, which is New England, Miami, Pittsburgh, and Jacksonville all lose. Some of those lines not available everywhere because we're kind of waiting on this Buffalo situation. But New England, Miami, Pittsburgh, Jacksonville, basically anti-money line. So bet on all the other teams. Spicy.
Yeah,
Spicy.
I love it. I wonder what that number will probably be nice too.
It would definitely be pretty big.